MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the opener of this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
At the plate, Wilmer Flores. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 7-16.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Fouled away. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Brandon Crawford digging in next, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Behind 0-2 now. Flores gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, one away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 261 the average coming into action here. 16 homers and 51 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 261 the average coming into action here. 15 long balls and 48 driven in. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. 2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Giants leave one, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Kevin Gausman gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Kevin Gausman, one of the best arms in the league right now. Great action, two-seam action. A lot of times you'll hear pitchers talk about he throws a bowling ball. Hard, heavy, two-seam fastball with a lot of movement. Needed a change of scenery, and man, as he turned it around since he left the Baltimore Orioles, it's never been about the stuff. It's more about throwing the ball over the plate and controlling the pitches that he has, and he certainly seems like he's found it now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Goldschmidt swings and hits this one very well out to deep left field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt.
This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
In now, Paul DeYoung, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and no strikes. His career numbers against Kevin Gossman, he's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Second inning set to go, and that brings up Evan Longoria.
The third baseman, Evan Longoria.
First offering on its way.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Popped him up. Carpenter waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 12.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 34 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. And the pitch. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Belt is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Matt Carpenter, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in.
Third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Now here's the pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. Heading for second is Carpenter. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's set, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford's got it, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Stepping in now, Brian O'Keefe. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here at 323. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Dickerson's going back, but he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Justin Turner. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Runner at second here with 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Carlos Martinez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Two out here and a runner at second. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Line towards center field. Dickerson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Buster Posey.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
Standing in, Kevin Gausman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now pitch on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the third now, and in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Popped him up. Flores calls for it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 2-0 lead. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Hunter Pence digs in to get things started. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. You just want to try and paint the corners.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
No pitch off the plate. Ball 2.
A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
So now to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate, Alex Dickerson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2. He struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Matt Carpenter, who's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. Gone! A solo shot down the line in right. Number 22 on the year, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
Into the box, Tyler O'Neill. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Dickerson's under it. 1 down.
Next to the Cardinals, the catcher, Ryan O'Keefe.
So coming to the plate, Brian O'Keefe. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Dickerson is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Justin Turner.
Into the box, Justin Turner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. We're through 4. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brandon Belt is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now. Hit out towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Buster Posey.
1 away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
0-2, the count to Posey.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. And there are 2 away now.
Up next to the Giants, the pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
Next to bat for the Giants, Kevin Gausman. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. So here now's the pitcher, Carlos Martinez, a base hit in his first trip.
The pitcher, Carlos
Here it comes.
Martinez.
And this is low, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air out toward left. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Hence is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Count is 1-2 now. The pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Yastrzemski will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Wilmer Flores. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A chance here for the second baseman Wong, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
The batter, number 35, shortstop Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here, but meanwhile that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Way outside. 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Hunter Pence. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Another one sent foul. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly to second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Mike Yastrzemski stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
He pulls this one into right. Oh, and he misses it. And this will bang up against the wall. Hence rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as it's now a 2-run game.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
So striding in, Evan Longoria. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Popped up. Goldschmidt moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Cards lead it 3-1. Here's Colton Wong now. He'll lead off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Hence giving chase. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Low for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day. Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Logan Webb comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Logan Webb.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Pence is there. Let's see if they try it. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at 3rd with 1 out in the inning now. So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. This year against right-handed pitching, O'Neill is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy
hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
In now, Brian O'Keefe, as he grounds 1 briskly to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, right fielder, Justin Turner.
Striding into the box, Justin Turner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Ready with the 1-0. Now a ball popped up, but room in foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. St. Louis is out in front, 5-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the outfielder, Alex Dickerson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Check outside.
Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. We saw a remarkable running catch there. Definitely worth another look with show track. The route and top speed were great, but it's the distance covered that was really something to marvel at. Certainly one of the better grabs on the run you'll see for a long time. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Time is out.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Giants down in order. They're down here 5-1. Dexter Fowler is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit to third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yastrzemski is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Up next to the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive,
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Number 11.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Beatty will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Aramis Garcia is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now pitching and batting 9. Number 16.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Heading after it is Dickerson. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Carpenter rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 8 now.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate now, Brian O'Keefe hit high in the air down the right field line. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now he's safe at second as a run will score on the play as well.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
So now to the plate, Justin Turner. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Line drive, base hit to right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And back to first safely he goes. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Here's Dexter Fowler now. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Pence to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ryan Helsley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Ready to begin the 8th, and now it'll be the catcher, Aramis Garcia.
Number 16.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball
1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
At the plate, Wilmer Flores. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Bader comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The bat, number 35, shortstop Brandon Crawford.
Now at the plate, Brandon Crawford, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. Helsley is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
The 1-2. Popped up. DeYoung has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Stepping in now, Harrison Bader, as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. To second for 1. To Belt for the twin killing.
Now that the second baseman, Jose.
Danny Jimenez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 52, Danny Jimenez.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Colton Wong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Jimenez, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his first year at the big league level. The 0-1 delivery. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Coming to the plate now, Hunter Pence starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the left fielder.
A reminder, we'll have post-game highlights coming up following the conclusion of the game here in St. Louis. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Giants down to their final out now. And standing in here, the veteran 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Grounded to first, taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
If you want to know where this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
11-1 at the end of this one. St. Louis posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Carlos Martinez earns his 8th victory of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.